try to. Well, it is July 14, 2026. And here is, I'm going to come back to you. Frank, Tom, Bob, Chuck, Bill, Stephen, Larry, Susan. Your name is Helen, right?
Yeah.
And
What's her name?
what's her name, Lynn? And we have a new person here, and I've asked her to say a few words to introduce to anybody of the many hundreds of people that will watch the video. So, Robin, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you, Chuck, for inviting me. I met Chuck, like, officially, I guess at the post office.
At the post office.
Right, but we had met maybe a year ago, I think, at Jordan Dam, possibly. We think that's where it was.
I think so, yeah. And then another time, I was in my daughter's salon, taking some pictures for her to post about her salon, and I think you were either at the beginning or the end of a service or something.
My mom was getting her hair done.
Oh, okay,
And so
yeah.
I just dropped in, I'm like, I know you from someplace, but you're busy taking pictures, so we didn't talk then, and then we spoke at the post office. And
Yeah.
I'm a new photographer. I got my camera almost, 2 years ago in September.
Wow.
So I have a Canon R6 Mark II, use a 100-500 lens, and I've just kind of locked arms with some really good photographers and nice people in the community. I live in Pittsburgh and Chapel Hill. Channel Park, and our daughter lives in Chapel Hill. Yeah, and I do a lot of wildlife. That's mainly what I focus on and what I really enjoy. With a name like Robin, it works. I do a lot of bird work.
Good.
And yeah, I'm just here to learn more, meet more photographers, and perfect. And I've just learned more about. I was never a photographer, so like all the. The triangle and, figuring out like the shutter speed and the ISO, that's all kind of new to me, but I'm learning. And I've actually gone on some really, been really fortunate to go on some great trips. I was in Kenya in February and been Yellowstone a couple times, and we leave on Saturday for Canada, and hopefully we'll see some puffins.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I don't know if anybody has photographed puffins before.
No.
You have, all right, so I'd love any tips that you might have. But yeah, so thank you for including me and having me here.
Okay. Again, thanks for being here.
Welcome.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right.
May I interrupt 1 minute?
Yes, go ahead.
Robin, excuse me, having looked at your pictures, I'm surprised to hear you say you've only been doing this for 2 years.
Thank you. I know, I think because I've really, I've had just great teachers that have been helping me, and
Okay.
yeah, but
All
thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that. I saw your photographs and thought, oh, she's been doing this like 3
Well,
years.
thank you, that's really nice to hear, appreciate that. I have a lot of fun with it. I love this side too.
All,
Yeah.
all right.
This is mine. This is at the new gas station on 15501, one of the two.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's all hand painted, and it just,
It's amazing.
yeah, amazing that they could do that. I would redo this picture again, because welcome isn't all in the picture.
Okay, yeah.
After I got home and I didn't have another one, I would have changed it in a heartbeat, I should have. Horizontal.
Right, yeah.
So landscape,
They would've got-
Would you want me to go to the other half of this? Because
Yeah,
it's,
there's another picture there.
yeah.
Oh,
And that was also on the same wall of the gas station.
that's on that same wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Park there?
It's all hand painted.
That's
Do
where
you want-
Dean,
how
that's
do
where
you get
Dean
there?
Smith's picture used to
What's
be.
that?
Do you park in that area, like at the gas
Just-
station? And
I was in the car, I took it from the car.
Wow,
God.
okay.
Where is the sign? We're on 15501.
Oh, it's the new,
It's the new gas station across
It's
from
the
the
new
Walmart.
refuel,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Just
that
over
new one.
And it's,
If you make the left,
the old
it goes on the
building,
right-hand side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the old building that they tore down used to have a Dean Smith picture of it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, it was on Smith Level Road.
Yeah.
and it goes, it's really long, 'cause it
Yeah,
goes
I
around the
really
corner.
like
Yeah, it goes around the,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really nice.
As you turn into Smith Tunnel,
It's on some level.
Bob, there's a,
Before you
you
get
can
to
miss
the
it
level.
like that.
there's a crop in this that might really,
Yeah, you
Well-
could have taken the
Yeah,
sidewalk,
it's funny.
paved it out. Yeah.
but the pictures are really good, proper.
Real
It
grass
actually
blends in
benefits
with the.
Actually, yeah, that is neat.
It almost looks real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But the
Oh, that was a
levels,
joke,
I like the level color.
The sidewalk taken away.
It's a really cool transition from the natural to the.
Did the artist put his name? Oh, you probably couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I don't,
I was wondering whether he or she was going to get gas for a lifetime. But,
Or if he was paid to do it, or how,
yeah,
they gave him the paint, or what, I don't know how that works.
and Bob, we'll get back to your others if we have time at the end. I should have said there are 26 pictures if we go all the way through, but 23 that are specific for today, so, but good work, Bob. Guess who this is?
Oh, who could this be?
Yep.
Damn.
Let's see, well, ISO 125, F18 over 1/122. And, but it's obviously mostly processing.
How'd you get the? Obviously a wine glass, right?
Yeah.
How did you do the?
Oh, I didn't even figure that out.
Yeah, it's like rings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The bottom of the.
I fooled around with this thing for hours and hours.
How many football games, basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony uses post-processing called Affinity, and
Okay.
he keeps telling us that he just pushes buttons. But, we kind of think a little different here.
Well, I guess the photography part is the angle of the glass.
Yeah.
I wanna see the whole base of the
Unique
glass.
angle on it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the before.
I wanna see the whole base of
How
the
much
glass.
other
It is all,
content
No,
did
it's
you-
not.
oh, you want to see it.
Did you light it to eliminate background, or was that post?
It was sitting on a table at the Spotted Dog, and, and I really can't remember, but, I mean, it was last summer.
Is this with your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's the iPhone 3, right?
I don't know. No, it's the SE, the one that's.
Oh, the SE.
The one that's $300 or
Yeah.
$400, you know, not one of the fancy.
Jeez,
Well,
makes me wanna cry.
You know, what do I want to say here about this? Oh, okay, like, is this a photograph or is this graphics?
Well, it could be both.
It's both.
Could be.
Yeah, it's like, it looks to me like graphic art, and,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
Sometime-
colors, the red and the green,
yeah.
and then, I don't know what that reflection is down there in the bottom.
That's the base of the glass.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about
Stem.
talking about the bubbles at the,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom,
so that's because of the angle.
yeah.
Tom, sometime I wish you would bring the before picture,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
and then what you turn
I'll
it.
look if I see if I have it.
you know,
what
and
turn it
another
into.
category or name for the art is probably media art or digital art. And I think how far you go with that determines whether it's just a photograph, or if it's something different. And Larry helped me, at Silver Arts, there's a category for, I think it is, for Silver Arts is
Digital art?
digital art. So,
Yeah, that would probably fit very well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just noticed the base of the glass too, I mean, that's amazing, everything's amazing.
That's great work. And I like the fact you didn't get the whole base, that you
Yeah,
cut that off.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
adds.
it creates attention there. Creates attention.
Yeah.
I want to see the rest of it.
Uh,
It's
So, this is a photograph. It's
ah, shoot.
Morning. You remember that photograph?
Yeah.
was in the morning at Emerald Isle.
Emerald Isle.
And again, a highly processed.
Is it right behind?
Desaturating
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
photographs for a while, but I really liked it. And it created a feeling, to me, of heat.
Yes. There you
There.
go.
Yeah.
Really
Right, you do feel that.
when all those peaks and,
Pushing buttons.
And, yeah, you got the sandpiper in there, I like that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I like,
Did you do anything with the color here?
oh, yeah.
I didn't see that color.
I haven't seen pink, but
Yeah.
looks like the Bahamas.
Looks like a watercolor. No, no pun intended.
I really like to, when I get things like this, to go through and clean the beach.
Yeah.
I like taking everything out of the.
Is that easy to do with Infinity?
Oh, sure.
Remove items?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
fits in very nicely with, even baseball. Took me 3 or 4 innings.
What's going on?
Did you change the texture of the sand specifically, or did it just kind of render like that with other changes that you were
Do you
doing?
mean that under the what, part that's pink or the other?
No, the kind of, the negative space, I guess, it's
Yeah, yeah.
almost like on the left, that whole
Yeah.
spot, just like, it's so smooth, you know?
Yeah, well, I think that what I was saying was taking out all, well, first of all, it was 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So there weren't any footprints and then it
Yeah,
washed
yeah.
over during the night. So pretty.
With the
clean,
waves
right?
and,
And then I like to take out all the shells and,
It just has that almost like impressionistic,
Yeah.
feel to it, yeah.
The Monet painting.
Yeah, at first I almost wondered what it would be like if, say, if you had a tripod, you could slow the exposure down so that the waves coming in would be
Would
more
be
smooth.
yeah.
oh, well, let me see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, I see, if you increase the shutter, or slow the shutter down, then, you know, you get that glassy look
Oh,
And then
on
it
the
would be,
waves.
it would be a different kind of transition from being a wave to being a wet beach to being a dry beach.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
Michael again.
just another option, that's all.
uh-huh.
Well, I've done it.
What'd you do?
Oh, I think I lost the share
Okay,
because it wasn't letting me do anything with him.
okay. There we go.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
Anyway, there's my 2 cents.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
love that.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Okay, this one's mine. I've been messing around with this old black and white, or I should say film camera, and shooting black and white. And this is from back in April. It's a place I go to a lot on my bike rides, but also have photographed a number of times. It's a really interesting historical bridge. It's a truss bridge. In fact, it's truss bridge number 155, as the state calls it. And it joins Gulf with Cumnock. It's over the Deep River. And it's also known as Deep River Park. And this thing has a kind of interesting life in that in 1901, it was part of a multi-span bridge that went across the Cape Fear River, or I think around Wellington. But it collapsed in 1930 in a storm, apparently. But they, rather than trash it, they like deconstructed it, and pieces went various places. And this was erected on the spot in 1929. It was a working bridge. Right now it's a park. That road goes nowhere. That's that Fieldstone Pier. You can see the part of it here. This is the north side. We're looking south, and that was made from fieldstone, as I say, and then the south end is cement. And you can see when you're looking at it from the side that you can see where there was earth built up in the center of the deep river to hold a central pier, which is long gone. But that replaced a wooden bridge, and it was a covered bridge. And it dawned on me that this is right at the time. So when it was put up in 1929, that's when there weren't any more horse horse carriages, but that's why they used to have covered bridges, because it kind of looked like a barn. And the horses wouldn't spook so easily. But anyway, so it's a unique construction, it's called a camelback bridge, and they, there's some technical descriptions that I'm not gonna get into, but, because I don't know what they refer to, but it has to do with the cables joining the platform, and I photographed it at night, and that Chatham rabbit plaque is kind of cool, because Chatham County used to be known for producing rabbits.
They used to
So-
export them and send them off.
Yeah, send them to New York, so that, I suspect that work was done well after the bridge was placed there, and maybe even as it was a park, I'm not sure when I forget when it was converted to a park, I think in the 70s, but anyway, so this was F8, well, I think, so the film camera doesn't save that stuff, and I didn't notice. F8, I'm thinking about a 125, and as a 50 millimeter lens. Anyway, that's that.
Wow.
And I said to Robin that every time there's something new, and there's something new on this, that was fiddling with it to make sure that it was being shared, and I think it is again, but the video will tell the tale, so.
And this one, I've been taking my,
Hey, Chuck, excuse me, but you shot that in film with like a wet dark room and
well, I didn't process it, but I mean, I shot it with a film camera, and I took that, I think processing, I've done two different, I'm still looking for the right place. I think Bill gave me the address, I haven't used those guys yet in Raleigh, there's a place in Raleigh that I think I can get quicker turnaround, but one, I took it to Southeast Camera, the whole, takes a long time, and then I sent one off all the way to the West Coast, took a long time. This was, I think maybe that batch, and you get back, I think I can get higher density files if I take it to this place in Raleigh. I think I can talk to them about.
They'll send you a really tiny file.
This is like a medium, so, but it's, but anyway, I played with it just a little bit. Wasn't much I could do because there just wasn't a lot of information for the software to work with, so.
And one of the things, Chuck, I've found is that I use gigapixel a whole lot on film.
Oh, that's a processor?
Well, it's,
That's right, yeah, I need to look into one of those maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
it helps a whole lot. And if Timothy was here, he could give you
Is
even,
that a free or a charge?
well, I don't know if Affinity has it, but
They don't have that.
I'm using Topaz.
Okay.
So anyway, but it's great, sharp.
And then this one, I've been carrying my newer, smaller Nikon. It's I'm learning how to use that thing because it's a Z format. The ZFC is the name of the camera. So it's crop sensor, but anyway, it's so small and light that I can take it with me on bike rides. And so this one, I mean, there's things I don't like about this, like it's not in focus. But this is roadside, middle of the day, and I just was looking for images that, or some way to show the light against the dark background. And this is how it looked to the camera on the side of the road. And it's really, I'm learning how to use, there's so many focus formats, and I think I probably was in not exactly the right, I needed to be probably a pinpoint, and I probably would have got that, but it's really hard to see, but it's so bright, I can't see the screen, so I can't tell if it's focused or not.
I think you cheat it when you say it's not in focus, because the depth of field is so shallow.
Yeah, it's the top part, but I think it could be even crisper, because you can see like over to the left there, but anyway, I figured, that's okay.
There's,
The sum is better than the parts,
It might be just a bit overexposed, which is making it look like it's not sharp.
I did play with that.
Maybe if you took the exposure compensation and change it just a little bit, just.
That's true, yeah.
So did you have to play with the background, or did it somehow come up
No,
like
just
this?
by increasing the contrast, whatever little, there were some light dapples, just really faint, and they just went away when I increased the contrast.
I keep forgetting about exposure compensation, you know, I shouldn't, but when you're shooting in the sunlight,
You
it's
can't
really
tell.
hard.
Oh, yeah, and the other thing I did with this is I've been shooting in manual, but setting my ISO to auto. And I kind of like that, and that's when you really got to use the compensation. And, but anyway, this was a thousandth of a second, and it was wide open at 4.2 and 280 ISO, so it shows, you know, a nice low ISO. But I've been watching some of those things, and you know how people think that high ISO means grainy photos. It's not a direct correlation. There's other things.
Not anymore.
Yeah, and not anymore, especially with a Z type camera.
The whole thing with noise.
Yeah.
All you need to do is get most of real light to hit the sensor. So if you have a wide aperture, and it's letting a lot of light coming through the lens, if you can get a shutter speed that will allow a lot of photons to hit the sensor, the ISO stays low and the noise just melts away.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Chuck.
Nice, Chuck.
And next up is Larry.
So that's the.
Oh, this is-
Great picture.
We go back here every year, and I don't know why.
Citrus Park?
That's Jefferson Park, that's the Cascades Group. It's a beautiful, creek, it starts, you know, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. It's kind of hard to get down there, because the path is a little bit iffy.
Some people have found their way down the hard way.
Yeah, and it's just right off the parkway, and there's actually parking space for cars and stuff.
It's a cool spot.
So this is in North Carolina?
It's Jefferson Park,
It's near Deep Gap, which is like on the way into Boone.
Oh,
and every time we go past there, I always convince my wife to pull over.
Yeah,
and
it's a cool
Let's go
spot.
here, but I mean, I tried to capture the water.
Oh, and you did
you
that.
did a great job.
It, of course, again, like you can see, it's in sunlight, I mean, it's a bit.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how
Yes.
few people go there. And there was this woman walking with a walker, and I was going, oh my gosh, she's never gonna make it. But there's a path that kind of takes you down around, and it's sort of straight, but I couldn't see how she
Yeah.
could do that.
Larry, you said off the parkway, which parkway are you talking about?
Yeah, Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge, okay,
Larry, this is a terrific photo, I think.
that's nice.
And maybe the vignetting
Yeah, you're right,
around it a little bit, because up in the top right,
you're right. That
and
would
if you
work.
have it on the other three, it just makes you look toward the center more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Mhm.
Every time the moon comes out and I see it, and the full moon comes out, I run outside my house for a walk, and I try to capture something about it, So I have this one was shot at the 450 millimeter. But I didn't have anything, I just had my shoulder to lean against it, because this is like 1/6 of an inch of a second. It's not even a second. And so it's, obviously, you can't see the moon, but it's so bright, and the clouds were coming across it so quickly. I started shooting everything, until I lost it.
Yeah.
I have some just with the light against the clouds with no moon.
But
But I love going out there
Yeah.
and shooting it. And this camera that I have,
The bridge camera?
yeah,
Yeah.
had, it goes up to 1400 millimeter. But that was just too much, so I had to bring it down to
It's
450.
got a nice eerie effect.
Yeah.
Those clouds.
Halloweenish.
Yeah, right.
And I just wanted to get the shape rather, you obviously not gonna get detail, not in a bright, unless you've got, one of those Astro cameras,
It's really hard to photograph the moon, I think.
Yeah.
Especially a full moon.
Well, and the moon is
The
tricky
ISO
because
800 which is surprising me, I thought it would be less, more. But it's an F5.6.
No, actually, the moon, it's so bright.
Yes.
And I've read F11 as a good starting point for
Yeah.
an f-stop, but, yeah.
Well, I wasn't on, yeah, I've got a thing called Scene, and it allows you to, it comes up as a moon.
Yeah.
So it
Oh, okay.
expects you to shoot the moon.
Yeah.
And then there's all kinds of filters within the eye, I mean, you can use with the dial, like you would, there's like 4 or 5 different filters that you could attach to it. But it was happening too quickly, you know, and I just wanted to get something, and so that's what I found. I just thought it was,
I love the clouds.
I just thought the clouds and the
Clouds.
and there were clouds all over the sky, but it focused just on
Yeah.
the area where the moon shines.
All right.
Anyway,
Thanks, Larry. Somebody named Robin.
Alright, so that's a painted bunting at Dick's Park. I don't know, have any of you been there to see? You've been,
In Raleigh?
in Raleigh?
Yeah, I've been, I saw the trolls.
Yeah,
I went
okay.
out there to see them.
Well, this was by a brush pile, and he comes in, this is his 5th year, I believe, that he migrates to Raleigh. And apparently he does not have a mate, which is very interesting. Everybody keeps looking for the female, but for this,
Beautiful
this
bird.
was like one of my first, I mean, I was so excited because I heard about this bird and I went out and found it, and it was early morning, it was like 6:15 in the morning. And so I liked the light. I actually, so I went back because I had I thought this might be a question, like what was the ISO? And my ISO was 5,000,
Okay.
which is really high, and I'm using manual. 640 was my shutter speed, F10, my aperture at 800 millimeters. So, you know, I don't know, I could probably adjust it a little bit to make it, the background a little bit brighter, but I kind of like the light on it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Did you do anything to reduce the noise or no?
I always do denoise.
You do, okay, yeah,
on
that's
Lightroom,
yeah, that does a great job.
What was your shutter speed?
640.
Wow,
Does that seem really low? or-
Yeah.
No, well,
for
for
birds,
a bird
yeah.
just sitting on a,
Yeah.
He was just
He's
singing
flying.
his heart out,
Yeah.
like it was just this beautiful
But he
call.
was singing
It'd be tough.
Yeah,
It's so great to get
Yeah.
the mouth.
still.
yeah,
Nice picture.
Ring around his eye.
yeah,
That's
that
incredible.
was what I was working on, is, try to get the reflection in the eye, and,
I mean, just the light on his breast too is incredible.
yeah, thank you.
That is a gorgeous shot.
That's
Yeah.
really nice. And nice clarity in his eyes and.
Yeah,
One of the things that I have learned over the years is that there is, and this comes from a former group member, as it is, his name is Graham Bird. But anyway, they're looking for pictures in pictures.
Yeah.
And not to criticize, because I'm not going to do that, it's too good, but there's a crop that,
There's a headshot in there.
Amazing.
yeah, you could blow this way up. But
God,
so,
that's
yeah,
I actually printed it, blew it up on a huge acrylic, like what's the size, 24 by 36 or something, for my husband's office. He's a doctor, and he gets the most comments on this one because they're waiting in the room, and they're just looking at this bird. And
Oh, yeah.
so
it almost doesn't look real, does it?
I know, it's just like a rainbow bird. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's just really
Beautiful.
Have you ever seen it painted?
Great color.
Oh, did you, talk about the composition? You, what do you think? I like how you go up to the corner there and branch it.
Yeah, I thought about, I mean, I didn't want to cut that right branch off just because, I thought,
Kind of frames it.
yeah.
What
Do you
about
use
you
something
brought the
different?
right edge in to the edge of that?
Oh, okay,
branch?
so you cropped in from the right?
From the right, move it over more?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, could definitely do that.
So the bird is not right in the center of the picture.
Or
Well, then it would be more in the
a little
center.
bit more in the center.
More in the center here.
But I kind of like,
Left third.
I like how you left that branch in on the right too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the right brand.
I just wondered, you know, you thought.
Beautiful
I
picture.
don't really know. It was so new, I'm just like, I don't know, just.
So what kind of lens, what length lens?
100 to 500.
Oh, there's the secret. Okay.
So in this one, and you know, next time I'll do other things and just, you know, close-ups of birds, but these are two of my favorites. So this is a indigo bunting, and again, I could hear the bird. Have you been to Dick's with all the sunflowers? It's just,
No,
it's
I
just
haven't
been out
beautiful.
Yeah.
I think I might actually go after this today, just for something like in the middle of the day instead of early in the morning, just to see the light, but it was so cool, because you could hear the indigo bunting, you know, calling, and then when I saw him on top of this sunflower, I'm like, wow, that is, you know, really cool to,
Yeah.
it's like you can hear it, you know,
Where is
looking
that?
at
Is
it.
that near the art museum?
And again, the light was really
No.
pretty.
It's closer to
The
the
farmer's
Look at the
market.
farmer's market.
farmer's
The
market.
detail on the sunflower is just awesome.
Okay, yeah.
Have you been out there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The farmer's market.
Yeah, my, that was ISO 3200. My shutter speed on that was 2500, but I think it was really dark. Would that make sense if it was, I just remember I had to keep going up on it, I don't know. F10, so. Like I said, I'm still really learning like guidelines on shutter speed and ISO, and I'm just like,
I don't know if I'm right or not, but I would, if it's too dark, then I would think not shutter speed, but f-stop.
to open it up.
Yeah, so like
What'd you say, yeah?
F8 instead of.
F10.
Okay, yeah.
Where you let natural light in versus having the ISO trying to compensate, better off you are.
So lowering the ISO. I mean, lowering the f-stop.
Yeah,
A little bit,
Yeah.
but then you'll lose,
a little depth of field.
yeah, a little bit, but F8 should be,
And
you know, there's that expression maybe for like F8 and be there. You know,
Right.
Can't go wrong
Yeah.
if you put an F8, you're probably gonna get something, but.
Yeah.
It depends on the lens and the focal length that you're using, because the longer, like if you're shooting at 500,
Right.
that in itself is gonna create less depth of field.
I think I was, and I think that's why it was F10. I don't think I could get it any lower,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, in this case, I think that
Yeah.
background, I think it looks really nice, blue,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too dark.
I think depth of field.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yep, two great ones.
Really early morning, like 6:30 AM.
Yeah.
Side light, yeah.
Gotta get up early,
Yeah.
Mike. Have to get up early.
So
No,
I thought, I'll see this afternoon what it's like.
Is this at Dick's as well?
Yes, yeah.
thanks, Robin.
You know, if I've read a lot about Dick's and I haven't been there yet, but, my grandkids are coming in, and so, you know, we're trying to figure out things to do with them, and, you know, it's a beautiful park.
The trolls are there too.
The trolls.
Yeah, you definitely need to take
Trolls are
them.
there.
Yeah, but I
Sometimes
mean,
good back.
that would be a great place to go, just to do a walk through and.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Take shots, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about 6 o'clock in the morning.
You don't have to go that early. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful place, and they have, an area for hummingbirds, like, you know, pollinators, and it's a really great place for photographers and kids, but.
It's such a big
Going over
facility.
Yeah, it's
26 miles away.
Yeah.
big bunch of it, yeah.
All right, Frank.
All right, this was, this one I took on one of my early morning walks through the village. And, actually, I had just come out of the gym and I was ready to go home, and I stopped at the end of the driveway there, and I saw this mist hanging across the pasture, and I love the, clouds and the sunrise in there. So I took out my cell phone. I didn't have my camera with me, so I took out.
Oh,
the cell phone.
jeez.
And I took it with that, and that was with my iPhone 16. The ISO, see, when I read the numbers on a cell phone, it just doesn't make
I
any
didn't even know
sense.
you could see that on a cell phone.
Yeah, if you press the, like, information button.
Yeah,
And also, I got a picture of a bird, and it tells you what kind of bird it is. So, this was ISO 32, 79 millimeter at 1.6, and 1/500th of a second. And the only thing I did was I just cropped it a bit, and maybe increased the color a little bit, adjusted the shadows and highlights, and that was it. And that was done in Photoshop.
And is that a hair on the right top, or is that a,
Street,
yeah, it was a very fast jet.
probably caught a launching of one of Musk's missiles.
Yeah, it's a great picture,
It
Frank.
really is.
How many millimeters is this?
That was 79.
79.
Yeah. And I don't control it, I just take it, you know, I don't put any settings, you know, because I saw it and I said, well, I'm gonna grab this while I have it. But this was another one I had gotten on a morning walk, and I was walking through the village, and it was early, because it was not dark, I mean, the sun had been up, but it was not, the light wasn't great. But all of a sudden, this guy flew right over my shoulder, went down and up into that tree. And I was lucky, I had my camera with me, and I moved it up there, and I shot off quite a few images, you know, one time he wasn't looking at me, he never did turn around and look at me, but he did look to the right, and that's the one I chose. And that one, that was taken with my Canon 90D, it was on early morning, so the ISO was 3200, and it was grainy, it was noisy, so I ran it through the denoise, and it cleaned it up nicely. It gave it like kind of a soft look to it.
Yeah.
You zoom in on them. So I had to use the noise reduction and the cropping, not much more than that. And it was 154 millimeter, 1/320th of a second, f9, and again, it was at ISO 3200, which made it noisy. Not much, but you know, I just took it out with the denoise.
Denoise.
And then I just put a border around it
Denoise in Photoshop or Topaz?
in Photoshop.
And it's
Yeah,
looking,
it does a nice job on that.
and the bird you selected, it's because it's looking into the picture.
Yeah,
You've got to catch
And
lights.
complimentary.
but I was nervous that he was gonna take off, so I had to make
I
sure.
don't,
I bet he came over your head because they got a nest up above.
Yeah,
He's protecting, or she was
Oh, okay.
protecting.
Yeah, all of a sudden, I just felt him go over, and up into that tree and start looking around.
Yeah,
Cardinal, is it?
two great shots.
Most of them have comb on their heads.
yeah.
I guess he's beginning to molt.
All right, Helen.
Totally black.
Beautiful.
That's an oddity that I found that I took years ago with my Canon. And I have no recollection of taking it or having it in my files, because I just thought, well, it's not sharp and it's too dark and it's not worth anything. But I don't know, we had talked about the old masters and some of the photos that
Yeah, it looks
people
like a
had
painting.
taken that looked like old oil paintings, and I thought, I'll play with this. So I cropped it a lot. There was a flower down in the corner. ISO 200 spot metering, and I wonder where I had the spot, but
Yeah.
anyway. Aperture priority, I can't read my writing, 61 millimeters, f13, 1/250th. And I put it through Topaz just to see, and then like what it did, so I did a little bit of sharpening around the stamen, the central part, and said to hell with it, put a frame around it, and let it go. But I just like I like the fact that it was soft.
Yeah.
It does look like a painting to me.
I mean, right, yeah.
All right, thanks, Helen.
You know, it's great, the composition is so beautiful. The way this green leaf is reaching up, it emphasizes the fact that the flower, the center of the flower is on the third, and it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful.
Helen, was there something lighting up the flower, was it, because it's brighter than the rest of it?
Yeah, sunlight.
The sunlight,
And This
okay.
is at the inn in the garden in the back somewhere, I guess. That's what a file is called. I just have no recollection of that picture, none.
Well, it's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Lynn is up.
So this is a gentleman we ran across in Stockholm, in the old part of town. And he does street photography.
Oh, okay.
And he's on Instagram. I'm so sad we never got his name. But
If he's on Instagram, it may be there somewhere.
I don't know. He asked if he could take our picture, and we agreed, and then I asked if I could take his, and I just love his face.
Yeah.
He's got,
Yeah.
you know, great expression on his face.
Yeah.
We talked to him for a long time.
What kind of camera does he have?
It's a Sony, but I don't remember which one. And it's just, he has like a 35 millimeter lens on it.
RX1.
There you go. Yeah, some is over the Sony.
God, the resolution to all that.
His face is so
But I do have the information. 1/400th of a second, f14 point, no, excuse me, I'm reading is a 1, 4.5, 47 millimeters, ISO 1600, and it was an HDR picture. So,
Great portraiture.
Nice portrait.
I just like that.
She's our portraitist.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
How do you, would you say that?
That sounds good.
Yeah, portrait.
Yeah, because you,
Portraits.
I can see why the HDR maybe helped, because the light's coming from, looks like over his left shoulder, but he's got a hat on, so his face might have been in the shadow.
Right. So I tried to get rid of that white rectangle. It was a longer thing, and there was another one next to it, but I did get rid of it.
Yeah.
But when I got rid of it, it took away part of his hat.
Oh,
So
okay.
instead, I went in and blurred the background.
nice.
Well, that's good.
I didn't even notice it.
If I'd had my
Yeah,
camera.
did
Yeah.
you see it till you pointed it
Photos
out?
of-
Yeah.
Not interfering with it.
Yeah.
There were a couple of bright lights over his left shoulder I got rid of, and because
There's
it was
one of
a,
Mike's favorite colors in there to the left also, that's probably more noticeable. Mike always points, I remember you
red.
pointed out,
Red.
that red always shows up really intensely.
Yeah.
yeah. Should I have gotten rid of that?
No,
I wouldn't, because I just now, I'm seeing as we're
Yeah.
picking out details in the
Yeah.
background.
I mean, you're looking right at his eyes when you're looking
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the photograph, so you don't even.
Draws you away every.
So that
any-
was handheld, but
Oh,
HDR.
yes, yes.
Wow.
So what was your shutter speed?
1/400th of a second.
Was this in-camera HDR?
That would be right.
2 shots, or was it 3 and then blended?
No, it was 3 shots, and then I blended,
You
merged.
did, okay.
What's each?
High definition.
Oh.
High dynamic response.
And this is in Oslo, Norway. We were there on May the 17th. And what was it called, National Day or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, like our 250th.
People were everywhere.
It's probably their, 650.
Right. So everybody, Mike wanted me to take him out. You can see him on the left side on the,
Oh, is that you?
that's Mike,
I was gonna call that
a homeless
a
person.
homeless person that is staggering down the pier.
So I,
Mike's swimming upstream. Everyone else is coming towards us.
I encouraged her to get rid of it, but
So if you're up to no good, you're gonna unleash that boat there from the cleat.
well, I had also done a second version where I cropped out all that stuff on the left, and then that kind of took away where it is. But everybody, I mean, there were
Oops.
so many people dressed in costume and
Yeah.
very festive atmosphere.
Like the camera.
Does that baby have on dark glasses?
Yes,
yes.
Yeah, that's what they were playing.
so the women kind of got more into the costumes sometimes than the men, but anyway.
And then there's Mike.
Yeah, and then there's me.
And that was HDR also, so let's see. 1/8,000th of a second. F-stop 8, 70 millimeter, ISO 1600.
When I use HDR and there's movement like that, I get a blur. I get a ghost.
Maybe your camera's not as fast as mine.
They do take it rapidly.
It just
Well,
really goes quickly.
The HDR program that I've used for forever is Photomax. And it gives you the opportunity to get rid of the ghosts. And it's magic, because there's so many times with 3 or 5 or 7 that it's going to be movement. But Photomatics, and I don't know whether Photoshop or any of the
This
others
was in
do it,
Lightroom.
but yeah.
Would Affinity, anybody know Affinity do
Well,
ghosts?
Affinity and Photoshop, they have a function there called auto align that does,
Yep.
that does it first. So what it's doing is taking all 3 images, or how many.
Yeah, it's
images there are,
moving there.
and it tries to align everything up
Yeah.
perfectly to keep things sharp.
Because you might see around the edge before you crop it, a little white line or something where things weren't
Yeah.
quite lined up, but
Yeah.
anyway, I just wanted pictures of people in their costumes.
That's great, I like the flag, so you know you're where you are,
Yeah,
if you know your flags.
yes,
Lots of drunks too.
yeah.
All right, thank you. And Bill,
That's me.
you've got a lot of wrinkles, if it's you.
I took during our black and white challenge, and I just kind of went back to it again. Now, what I kind of liked about this when I took a second look is part of it is tack sharp. You can see every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
And then the other parts of it are flat and out of focus. Because I shot this at f5, I used the Ricoh, the GR3X. Shot it at f5, just so I didn't have a lot of depth of field, but just a little more than if I have left it wide open at 2.8. I shot at 1/250th of a second, and it was like 2500 ISO. And what I did is I didn't tone down any of the bright spots, because what I was trying to get at was tack sharp in certain areas, and either overexposed or out of focus in others, just to see the contrast of the tightness of the shot, the sharpness of the shot. And all I did in post-processing was I removed a couple little spots that were lit that weren't attached to anything, and then did a little bit of cropping.
So where's your point of focus then?
The point of focus was right dead center.
Oh, yeah. It is really sharp.
So everything that was on that same distance away from the sensor was going to be tack sharp.
Yeah.
Anything that started getting a little further out of the depth of field was going to start softening up.
It's interesting because you look at that leaf at the top, that looks like it's the edge of the picture, but it's not the edge of the picture, because there are leaves farther down that are.
I see a chicken in there.
So where was the light source, underneath?
It's right on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the light.
See, this looks like a chicken.
because what I was doing, I was going in and I was selecting the
Do
hottest
you look
spots,
at
and I was
clouds and see animals?
trying to tone them down, but I just figured if you have sharp and out of focus, why not let underexposed and overexposed be a part of the combination?
Yeah.
It's effective.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
This has got to be the Salton Seas.
And that Salton Sea is right,
Oh, yeah.
and my favorite place in the world.
I thought that was your church.
Yeah.
And beautiful freaks.
Our Lady of Lost Souls,
So it's sort of like secondary.
which is what the Salton Sea is all about. But,
Where is that? Where is Salton?
it's about 2 hours east of San Diego.
Okay.
It's,
It's a dead body of water.
It's
Yeah.
a former sea.
yeah, I mean, it's,
Highly
So you-
polluted,
hmm?
highly polluted.
Yeah.
Industrial pollution, as I understand it, it's like just
Agricultural.
from its soil was real high salinity, and it just drew Somehow
sucked up the water.
And the soil got out of balance and too much salt in the water.
And Mike, if you kind of zoom in on some of the faces that you see off to the left there,
Oh, yeah.
and even if you go further,
This is kind of like a great spot, but,
you're gonna see hands coming out. There's a face.
Wow.
yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah, this is at the Salton Sea, but it's in the town of East Jesus. Population 1, elevation 75.
Who
It's a
lives
great,
there?
it's a great picture.
That one person.
Who's the one person who lives there?
Well, it's just like, I forget the guy's name. And in the winter time, which is when we go there, which is like in December, there's two people from Eugene, Oregon that sometimes come down and they do their art down there, because this is all about art from trash. The whole area, Salton Sea, you have East Jesus, an island, you got Salvation Mountain. I mean, it's just, it was at one time the Palm Springs South, meaning the Rat Pack was there, the motor boating.
It was a big boating area.
Big Hollywood area
Until the water sucked up.
until everything started deteriorating. Now it's like what you would see after a nuclear holocaust. And that's why I love going out there. 'Cause,
Post-apocalyptic.
Kind of gray.
yeah, so
It smells strange too, doesn't it? Doesn't it have a strange smell because of the salt?
it hasn't been as bad because we go in December. This one influencer from the UK that I watch, he was out there one time in August. He was out there after dark, and it was still 101 degrees,
Yeah.
and it smelled because a lot of the beaches out there, Bombay Beach, all around the Salton Sea, you're not walking on sand, you're walking on fish decomposed bones.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, organic stuff, yeah.
And that whole area down there, they do a lot of geothermal energy. So some of the night shots are actually spectacular because of,
Wow. That's cool.
Great picture, Bill.
it's
It's unique.
yeah, and that's why
Great vacation spot. Why don't you
You
think
haven't
about
really
it?
sold me on it.
yeah, I've been out there twice.
That almost looks like that piece of stuff I
Yeah.
looked up.
Yeah.
Susan,
This is mine, and it was just with my iPhone, but one of my goals, I guess, in life is to take the perfect picture of a fungus, but I don't think this is it. So this is around my house.
you didn't taste it right.
It was right after it rained, so that's why the leaves are shiny. And I just went out and I was walking. on
Yeah,
my driveway.
that's a great picture, Susan.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I like all the textures.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I
and
like
colors.
That's what I like about the fungus, and also, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if Mike would have to zoom in, but there's these little black hairs in the middle of the fungi, and they're just kind of weird. They're just little, you see, they're like little black something,
Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of like that too.
Get in this close and it becomes abstract.
Anyway, so it was just with my phone, and so it's f 2.2, 1/63 seconds, ISO 320, 2.2 millimeters.
It's a great shot.
Well, thank you, I'm glad you like it. And this one, okay, like Larry, I was trying to get the night sky. And this is off my deck, and again, it's with my phone, and I took lots of pictures, and lots of them were blurry. And this one was not, and but you can't really, I mean, the moon's back there, but it's probably blurred. But there's just all these trees, so I was kind of,
Moody.
going out and shooting pictures, and a lot of them were blurry, but this one wasn't as blurry. And the moon's back there, behind those.
Very moody.
And this was also with my phone, f 2.8, 0.5 seconds. this one, it was interesting, I didn't realize the iPhone would also do exposure compensation, and it did minus 31 EV. ISO is 1,000, and it's 15.66 millimeters, but anyway, I was actually kind of surprised that the iPhone was able to get this, because it's just, you know, the moon is,
Impossible.
yeah,
It is possible.
yeah.
Did you watch Bill's video he sent out talking about phones and, you know?
Yeah, and I thought, oh boy, here I am taking pictures of my iPhone, I should be dragging my camera
I
out.
couldn't resist.
In the middle of the night, yeah.
Yeah.
Good outing. Stephen. Boy, today was bird day.
Choco toucan, in Ecuador. As Choco toucan was also the name of the, not really a lodge. I want to say a word about the trip, because I want to encourage people to think about going there. And what I wanted to talk about is, this cost us maybe a fourth to a third as much as if we had gone with, say, an Audubon-sponsored trip. Okay, this is at a small lodge that the guy who was my guide for this time, interestingly, before you go, he asks you to send some pictures, because he doesn't want people who are just starting out, because they're going to be frustrated. This guy might be there, you know, for a second, and then he's gone. So, you know, people who are kind of learning where the buttons are on their camera are going to be largely frustrated, and he's going to be very annoyed. Yeah, it works out nicely. But very nice guy, wife is a wonderful cook. We're going primarily to, this was on his property, but we're going primarily to little farms where the people there trying to supplement their income will, you know, create a bird stand, you know, put feed up and so forth. But typically you're there and you're the only people who are there. So it's like a, you know, it's a trip, but there's nobody else there except you and, you know, the guides and, you know, the people who are there. You can talk to them about, you know, it's nice if you can chat with them about what they're doing and so forth. The birds are extraordinary.
This proves that.
Now, Steve, is that something in the bird's beak, or is that
Yeah,
behind?
he's tossing, he's got something he's eating, he's tossing up in the air,
Oh, okay.
and it's kind of suspended as he's chomping down on it. A piece of fruit of some kind, I don't know what it's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a shocker.
This is a purple-headed quetzal. And it just, you know, who could imagine a bird like that, you know?
That's
If you were to
beautiful.
say, I'm gonna draw birds, people would say, well, settle down, you know, draw something realistic. There's too much stuff going on there.
Is this in Costa Rica, did you say?
I'm sorry, dear?
Is this in Costa Rica? Where is,
Well, I'm sorry, didn't hear.
what country are you in?
We're in Ecuador.
Okay, thank you.
The nice thing about Ecuador is it's also, I've got one shot coming up from the Galapagos, it's, you know, where that is. But again, you know, if you go on, particularly an ocean trip in the Galapagos, it's gonna cost you $1,500 a day a piece. Okay. It cost us $120 a day for two of us, you know, staying in a hotel. And maybe the total cost of the deal, you know, might have been a couple $100 a day by the time we ate. So, you know, you're looking at being able to go to just kind of great places for quite a bit less than if you went up for a similar vacation on the Outer Banks. There's the airfare to Ecuador is about $450 round trip. But you know, once you're there, if you're doing it this kind of style, it's dirt cheap.
I know.
You know, there's kind of no reason not to go. If you're gonna go on vacations anywhere, they're gonna cost you at least that much.
So what town was this near, or was it more toward the east, toward the Amazon or?
Well, it's close to the Amazon, yeah, it's close to, you get the headwaters of the Amazon and that kind of thing. And it's relatively close to that, it's in, deep rainforest, kind of jungle.
How many photographs did you take to get this one? Did you stack them or would you?
Not just a single shot.
Oh my gosh.
What shutter speed?
Well, on the one hand, I have no idea, but on the other hand, I have a very good idea, because if you're shooting birds, you're not gonna be able to say, well, now I think I'll choose this shutter speed, So you're gonna take what's the country average for what you're looking at. With birds like this, I would have been shooting at about f8, because they're fairly big bird, and I want to get some depth of field in it to get all the bird in. And I would be shooting there at about a 1600th of a second, because I'd rather deal with the noise than with the blur. You can't do much of the blur, the noise you can pretty well get rid of.
Yeah.
So, I'll have my camera set at a default for size of birds, and, I really don't like to shoot less than about 1600th of a second, because you just lose too many of them. They twitch their head, or they break their wings or something, and they're so much faster, you can make any possible suspect.
Right.
You gotta just, guess what your best average outcome is gonna be.
So what was your lens length?
Lens on this one was, better 8600.
And handheld?
Yeah.
Of course, it would have to
Well,
be.
handheld, but, I'm always looking for,
Something to prop on.
It's a problem, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But, if you're moving around,
don't get that with
and
200
birds are
millimeters.
moving around, there's not much chance of, if you're looking at a place where the birds are coming in, you can set up, a tripod there, but I'll usually just look for a post to lean the thing against, because they're also coming in at different angles, and if I go to a tripod, I'm gonna lose more shots than I'm gonna gain, because I have to be able to be more mobile than the tripod allows.
That should be published.
I'm sorry,
That should be published.
Set it out to flicker.
It should be published somehow.
but,
Just
Print it.
picture.
It should be
it's a nice
published.
picture, and yeah, it's
I
happening.
love how he's looking right in the lens.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
His beak almost.
Yeah,
looks
his
like a
little
duck.
eyelashes.
We're getting close to a ending, and Stephen, the third one that you submitted, we're going to do next time. We would have done today if we'd had time, and Bob has a couple from the meeting before the last one that we had in that group as well. So,
Shooting through the glass.
yeah, yes, yeah. I have thrown two in here.
Is that from your recent trip?
Yep, this is a place called now I can't say it, Medea, and it's 6,000 panes of glass, offices, restaurants, 1,000 seating, where they have done Nobel Laurel lectures, international conferences. It's just an incredible thing. And it looks like there's distort in this, but this, the roof of this is at a 33 grade. So it's not distorted, but anyway. F8, 16 millimeters, this was a wide angle, 1/2000 at 4,000.
And where is this?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stockholm, Sweden,
Stockholm.
And that's HDR.
yes.
Okay, that building is still, so that works.
This one's in Oslo. We had a guide at this point, and he was doing the correct pronunciation, I guess. Oslo. Oslo. slow. F8, 24 millimeters, 1,000, 8,000, 114. And this is a 15 story apartment, but it has 22,000 square meters. This one goes, you can't get, so many of these buildings, you cannot, without having a drone, you cannot get to the best place to take the pictures. But this one's an interesting one.
What's in the center there?
The darker place,
Yeah.
it's the entrance to the building. And I think a lot of just the offices are probably inside that. And then you can see into the lobby. And that's probably where,
I just don't understand what holds up buildings like that.
Yeah.
They're all cantilevered.
It's an arch. There's the keystone right at the top.
Yeah,
Look at the way the lines are in the building itself. I mean,
yeah.
are those?
And the windows aren't lined up. I mean, they just do screwy
So
stuff.
what are they?
well, there's a thing in Oslo that is called barcode. The outside, and I have some others that are even more illustrative of that idea. But if you think of barcodes, they're building after building after building that were put together in a huge neighborhood that all have facades like this. But anyway, well, very good meeting.
This though. Oh, you were on a tour, that's right.
Yeah, we were on our
I mean,
feet.
just walking down the street, you probably wouldn't notice it, but.
Yeah.
Well, I mean. Amazing.
Saw a lot of interesting buildings.
Yeah.
Oops. It scares me that I didn't get any of the pictures. But, all right. Next meeting, 28? Is that right?
I won't be here.
28,
I won't be here either.
and the challenge is less is more.
I may not be.
Be creative.